Hello and welcome. All right, let's just dive right in. Today we're going to talk about something that, well, a lot of us have been through, but pretty much nobody talks about. Waking up to a soggy pillow. You know what I mean? It's super common, maybe a little embarrassing, but the great news is it's usually totally solvable with just a few simple changes.
And this quote, it just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It's not really about the drool itself. It's about feeling like you're in control and getting a truly deep, restful night of sleep. So many people can relate to this feeling, and today we're going to walk through a really practical plan to get both that dignity and that good sleep back.
So, have you? Come on, be honest. If you're nodding your head right now, you are definitely not alone. Here's what's happening. When you're in a deep sleep, your facial muscles, including the ones that help you swallow, they just completely relax. You combine that with gravity, especially if you're a side or a stomach sleeper, and, well, there you have it, a damp pillow. It's usually just simple physics at work.
Okay, so let's start with the easiest fixes, the quickest wins. These are super straightforward adjustments to your sleep setup that you can literally try out tonight. We're not talking about complex gadgets or big commitments here, just simple, effective changes.
So here's the #1 thing to remember. It really all comes down to gravity. If you sleep on your side or on your stomach, it's just so easy for saliva to pool in your cheek and then escape. But if you can get yourself to sleep on your back, you're helping that saliva flow down your throat where it's supposed to go so you can just swallow it naturally. It's all about creating the path of least resistance.
Now look, changing a sleep habit you've had your whole life isn't going to happen overnight, but you can train yourself. Start small. Just aim for one night a week at first. Make sure your neck is supported but not, pushed forward. And here's a great little trick. Build a sort of pillow fortress around yourself. It acts as a gentle little barrier to keep you from rolling over in your sleep.
Okay, but a really important heads up here. Sleeping on your back is not for everyone. If you find it makes you snore way more, or it makes your acid reflux worse, then just stop. It's not the solution for you. And if you know you have something like sleep apnea, you absolutely have to talk to your doctor before making any changes like this.
So while you're maybe working on that new sleep position, or even if you decide back sleeping is a total no-go, there are some simple little tools you can use to make life easier and, of course, keep your pillow a whole lot drier.
And this shows just how simple the solutions can be. I mean, a towel on your pillow? It's low-tech, but it works. A wedge pillow can be a total game changer since it gently elevates your head and uses gravity to your advantage. And just making sure your pillow keeps your neck in a neutral position, not tucked down or way up, that alone can make a huge difference.
All right, next up, let's talk about breathing. Now, it might not seem obvious, but there is a direct one-to-one link between a stuffy nose and a soggy pillow. See, if you're breathing through your mouth at night, it's probably because you can't breathe through your nose. Let's dig into why that matters so much.
It's really as simple as that. If you can't get enough air through your nose, whether it's from allergies or a cold, your body's backup system just kicks right in. You open your mouth to breathe, and well, an open mouth is pretty much an open door for drool. So what can you do to keep those nasal passages clear? We've got 3 great options here. A saline rinse in the evening can wash out all those allergens and mucus. A good nasal spray can be a lifesaver during allergy season, and running a humidifier or an air filter can actually improve the quality of the air you're breathing all night long. Just a quick note, always use these products exactly as directed. And hey, if you feel like you're congested all the time, it's probably worth getting it checked out. It could be something a simple spray can't fix, like a structural issue inside your nose.
Okay, we need to talk about mouth taping. You've probably seen this trend all over social media. The idea is that it forces you to breathe through your nose. But, and this is a huge but, it can be really risky. If your nose is even a little bit blocked, this can be downright dangerous. The evidence for it is shaky at best. So the absolute bottom line is, do not, under any circumstances, try this without talking to your doctor first. Seriously.
All right, let's shift gears. We've been talking about what happens at night, but what about what you can do during the day? Think of this next part as training your body, specifically your mouth, to be better prepared for a dry night's sleep.
So there's this concept called orofacial therapy. It sounds kind of fancy, but all it really means is strengthening the muscles of your tongue and lips. When you do that, you improve your oral posture, which basically makes it way more likely that your mouth just stays naturally closed while you're sleeping. And you can literally start right now. Try this with me. Press your entire tongue flat against the roof of your mouth and just hold it for 10 seconds. Simple, right? Or how about just gently pressing your lips together for 30 seconds? Doing these little exercises a couple of times a day helps build the muscle memory that carries over into the night.
And beyond those exercises, there are a few other daytime habits that can really help. Good oral hygiene is huge. Any irritation in your mouth can actually make you produce more saliva. If you struggle with acid reflux, tackling that is a must because it's a major trigger. And finally, staying hydrated during the day means you're less likely to have your body overproduce saliva at night.
Now, if your issues are a little more structural, maybe related to something like grinding your teeth at night, there's a more targeted approach. A custom-fit device from your dentist can help gently hold your jaw and mouth in a better position while you sleep, which can indirectly cut down on drooling.
The key word here is custom. Please avoid those one-size-fits-all gadgets you see online. A device that doesn't fit you perfectly can cause a lot more problems than it solves. This is definitely a conversation you need to have with your dentist.
So let's pull all these strategies together for a quick recap. As you can see, if you're mainly a side sleeper, your best first step is to work on your sleep position. If you're always congested, focus on that nasal care, and honestly, for just about anyone, those simple tongue and lip exercises can help. This is a great way to figure out the best starting point for you.
Okay, and now for our final and maybe the most important section. While a little bit of drooling every now and then is totally normal, there are times when it can be a sign that something more serious is going on. It is so crucial to know what those red flags are.
Please pay really close attention to this. If your drooling started all of a sudden and it just won't stop, or if it comes along with any of these other things, like trouble swallowing, choking in your sleep, really loud snoring where you stop breathing, or any kind of weakness, it's time to see a doctor. Do not wait.
And to make that doctor's visit as productive as possible, you want to go in prepared. You can even use these as a script. Being able to clearly tell your doctor what's happening, when it started, and what you've already tried, that's going to help them help you so much more effectively.
So, we've covered a lot of ground. Everything from just changing how you sleep to doing little exercises. But the journey to a drier pillow, it really just starts with one small step. So looking at everything we talked about, what's one small manageable change you think you can try tonight? Just pick one, give it a shot, and you might be really surprised by the result. Thanks for tuning in.